Hi guys, today is going to be a quick one. We're just going to talk about rates and more specifically unit rates. So the most important thing to remember is that a unit rate is basically a rate for every one. Now that one could be a gallon, it could be an hour, it could be a pound, etc. It's just a rate that's measured by one. So for example, if I told you you can make $26. This is from our PYP. For 2 hours, that's a rate, $26 for 2 hours. However, a unit rate is how much you would make for 1 hour. So the way that I would figure that out is I would do 26 divided by 2, which equals 13. So 13 for 1 hour is your unit rate. The number that you divide by is always the one that you want to be 1. So I want this to be 1 hour, so this is my second number that I'm dividing by. So I'm going to show you how I would work through some of these IXL problems to help me figure out unit rate. So this first problem says Bonnie ran a total of 16 miles over the course of 8 track practices. How many track practices would it take for Bonnie to run 18 miles? Solve using unit rate. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what the unit rate is. She can run 16 miles over the course of 8 track practices. So in 8 practices, she goes 16 miles. So I need to figure out how far she can run in one practice. So I'm going to set it up. She does 16 miles divided by 8 practices because I want it to be one practice. So I find that she can do 2 miles in one practice. Okay? That's our unit rate. So how many track practices would it take for Bonnie to run 18 miles? So let's look here. I know she can go 2 miles in one practice. So I have to figure out how many times is she going to run 2 miles in order to go 18 miles. So I could do 18 divided by 2, and that equals 9. So it's going to take her 9 practices in order to go that distance. Colin prepared 16 kilograms of dough after working 4 hours. How many hours did Colin work if he prepared 20 kilograms of dough? Solve using unit rate. So first I'm going to find my unit rate. He can do 16 kilograms in 4 hours, so I need to figure out what he can do in 1 hour. So I do 16 divided by 4 because I want to know how many hours, and that is 4. So 4 kilograms for 1 hour. That is my unit rate for 1 unit. How many hours did Colin work if he prepared 20 kilograms? So how many times does 1 hour have to pass where he makes 4 kilograms per hour? I'm going to do 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So it's going to take 5 hours. Maria used 12 centimeters of tape to wrap 4 presents. How much tape will Maria need in all if she has to wrap 5 presents? Solve using unit rates. So she used 12 centimeters for 4 presents. So we need to figure out how many centimeters she needs for 1 present. 12 centimeters for 4 presents equals 3 centimeters for 1 present. So how much tape will she need if she has to wrap 5 presents? Okay, so we know it takes 3 centimeters per present. She's going to wrap 5 presents, so it's going to take 15 centimeters.